Alrighty, welcome back, my wonderful tome readers, and welcome to anyone here for the first time. As the title says, we are just going to be making cards in Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. I made a new file, I rushed through to the point where we not only have the ability to reset cards and get all the elements back, but also have access to every single card element that I'm aware of. There might be some secret ones that I haven't in the various playthroughs I've done, maybe that need a specific build up, but I've got a lot of them. And to prove that, I actually have something ready. An Excel spreadsheet. Which actually, wait, is that a little... There we go. Now you guys should be able to see most of everything. Exempting, things covered up by the chilled poltergeist alert of just throwing ice cream bars at me. But yeah, I've got this to track everything. Oh, actually, let's start at this. So, I did the math, and there are 12,960 possible combinations of every background, main element, and item to add to a card. If I were capable of doing one per second, ignoring all the loading times and arrangement things to actually make a card, that's 216 minutes, or 3 hours, 36 minutes. And that's the pace of one per second. Now, that doesn't, count the ones I've already done, like here for Pleasant Prairie. I've used Harpy Herald with the Arbiter Book, with the Swordfish Looker, and the Scarf. From that, we are seeing that Harpy Herald, at least, tends to have kind of musical inspiration for the names. Let's see, Opera House, we've got Standing Ovation, which also works with Opera House because of the performance thing. Let's see, anything else? I've got Harpy yet. Road? I'm pretty sure I've got the road. Yeah, I've got the Whistled Path, which is still kind of musically related. But yeah, I've got this to help keep track of the ones we have done, the ones we haven't. I don't know why this has a dotted line. But it doesn't look like it's hurting anything. But yeah, we've got a separate tab down here for each background. We have the main focus up here, and the item on the side. And that's because there are slightly less of the central figures. Now, let's see, I think... Go ahead and just hide that away until we actually need to look up a specific combination. But for those who are perhaps unfamiliar with Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, even though we're not going to be going through any story, go content warning here, because some things might pop up. Some of the names of the cards might be relevant to self-harm and suicide, or depression and anxiety, depending on how broadly you define it, because I know one of the cards that is possible, one I've already gotten, is Holy War, which I think goes with discrimination in particular, as well as a few of the elements look to be nude or nearly nude figures. So we got the nudity, sexual themes, and most certainly the crude language for some of these. So yeah, if anyone wants to avoid such topics on this wonderful Hallows Eve, I will not blame you if you decide to find another streamer. But I hope that you decide to be here and maybe toss some suggestions of combinations we can do. Now, let's see, we're not going to show off all the ones I've already done, but some of the common themes I've seen, like anything with... God, I can't even remember how to pronounce the name, but it's like Gaetherian or something like this, Gae something. All the ones with him as a central figure seem to be some sort of phobia or fear. Let's see, this Super Arcana, all the titles come out Latin. Like I said, Harpy Herald tends to have musical themes. The Banner Wielder tends to be tied to military in some way. Caregiver for the Wolf Mothers, and so on. Where are the ones I am keeping? Maybe I went back too fast. Too far. Alright, these are the three. So, the downside of this game, even though there is an item that lets you reset your cards, you can never have less than 4. One of them is the Cosmic Wheel itself. Sorry, yawn came out of nowhere. The Cosmic Wheel itself, which is a card that reveals any possible option when you do a reading. And I can't delete it at all, because I didn't make it, I technically earned it. I think it's the best way to phrase it. We have this Super Arcana, which is the Coppersmith, if I remember correctly. I'm blanking on the name for this one. Let me go into Excel. The Penitent one, that's it. And lastly, Gaitherian is probably the best one for that. Now, you might be wondering, why are those three ones I am gonna have it left as the default cards that are made? And the reason is simple. Open Excel sheet again. They're all the way here at the end. And I don't want to have to scroll all the way over the farthest section from these. It's like, yeah, sure, went too far. Yeah, sure, I can see which of these is highlighted if I leave it on, the relevant one. That's not the point. I need to be quick and simple to do. So yeah, unless someone specifically asks for one of those cards, whether it be for, say, the background, the element, or the Super Arcana, we will not be unmaking these. So with that, let's go ahead and get to the continue. Yeah, Chapter 6, Pandemonium. And we will also, before resetting, just use up as many of the resources we have here. Just so we're not having to go, back and forth between each additional card, So yeah, we'll start with the Opera House. Okay. Which, let's see, I've done literally nothing with Seed of Knowledge for most things, just because I don't like the appearance of the card. It's a little... It doesn't, squick me. It just looks ugly from a design perspective, which is part of the point of it. But, we'll go with it. Go for it now. Now, Seed of Knowledge, why don't we start up with the Arbiter's Book? Because I don't think I have it. Yep, there it is. Arbiter's Book. Ooh, wait, or... do the Jade Roadkeepers make something truly eldritch? Arbiter's Book. Start with the Arbiter's Book. Okay, so... let's see. This seems like the obvious thing, to put it, front and center. But I think we'll actually do something here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this big implication of a ritual happening on stage. This thing being summoned. But we are focusing on, say, someone in the audience or something. We'll do this so it looks more like a hexagram. Yeah, Instagram, once this point is our hexagram. Summing it. Let's see, do it no, I think we have to do sideways like that, perhaps, to make it look possible hexagram. Okay, so once sorry, a bit of lunch just tickled the back of my throat there. Some spare bit of spice or something is, I guess, stuck between some teeth, and suddenly decided to just go for the UFO right in the middle of me talking. Okay, so we don't really have anything to make it look like there's someone in the audience. Can we maybe do something with these shapes? Let's see. That's small, so I can get the book. Let's see. If I manipulate some things... Now that look too close. What about... put it here? What if I just make this really big, so maybe it kind of looks like a turban or some sort of headdress? It's really blending into the seats, huh? I think if we put this to the back and put it here, it kind of looks like an outraised hand or arm. Okay, so that kind of blends in with these seats, so I think that's good. Let's see, do that. What is the smallest we can make this? Could we manipulate it so it kind of looks like a finger or something popping off there? It kind of looks like a sleeve there. I could buy it if I squint really hard. Let's see. We'll do something. This perhaps. So it looks like there's less bare head. I think good, but we scooch it over just a tad. No, I think that's pretty believable. Okay, so there we go. We've got this audience member who is kind of just noticing this thing being summoned in the middle of the auditorium. It's like, hey, what's that over there? Everybody look, as we failed to do anything about it. We center it about here. Actually, no, let's move it over. Scooch more. That way we can have some of the limbs going off this other side. Getting some illusion depth. There we go. That's about centered. Let's see. I think we do this kind of like weird hand-shaped thing here to make it look like it's kind of just clinging to the stage from here. Yeah, we're gonna take that out of the way just so we can kind of see everything. Yeah, we got clingy here. We can do the other. No. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we do that so it kind of looks like more in the background. That's a good choice there. Or actually, no, because it's some, like, definitely not human thing, we need to ditch the idea of symmetry. So actually, this being the kind of background one would be a better move. Yeah, like that, and then maybe just kind of make this bigger so they're starting about the same point. That's good, that's good. Let's see. There we go. Big ass claw. Right there. Then this one. That. The only sad thing is you can't really see what's going on this other side, which is just a shame. Actually, yeah, we should do it like this. Just the arms going at a different angle than here. Right, yeah, I think that looks good. We gotta put this thing back, which has to be the back. Centered roughly there. I gotta move him back to this seat just a little bit. Ooh, actually, is this... If this is the same color as the seat here, we can actually hide that little tab. Ooh, you know what? That might be good enough. There we go, completely invisible. Perfect. So we've got this kind of figure here. stand in for person who just, happens to be here. Maybe the summoner itself. Actually, could make it a bit more summoner itself by doing, on move. There we go. There we go, like my creation. Perfect. I think just get a little to the side there. Yeah, I think this one's good. Let's see what name comes up. So we have Opera House, we have Arbiter Book, we have Seed of Knowledge. Arbiter Book, that is the Whisper of the Void. Ooh. The Void. Okay. That is our first one for the day. Leave it up a little bit in case anyone wants to screenshot or clip this moment as I take a sippy. And read off the description. The chambers of the Opera House make all meanings resonate through every context. Retelling myths, the astral being sets new directions. The Arbiter's Book puts this revelation in front of many eyes. And because it is largely air energy, a hurricane of air energy will stir luck and call for the unexpected. Meanings tied to discovery, guiding, authority, predestination, and yes, luck. Alrighty, on to the next one. We have the Quicksand Graveyard. Okay. Not seeing anything much here. Let's see, Sidereal Lovers won't have been used. That's a fun one. Or we could do a Harpy Herald. Get more musicness. Nah, Sidereal. Just look at this. That looks like someone who's perhaps worshipping at the altar. Let's see. Scroll could be a funny one for this. Definitely with Soldier's Pithcloth. Ooh. Actually, ooh. We could do some fun stuff with this in a few different ways. We could have the snake literally coming out of one of these things' mouth, maybe look like wrapping around the mirror, or perhaps having the have this, I suppose, goddess going by the description, looking at herself in the mirror as if seeing the results of a ritual or a wish granted. I think we do this with the Verdigris mirror. Oh, not too far. Sorry, Veritas, the Veritas mirror. Let's see where to place it. Got this nice little entrance. Yeah, I think we cover up that bit of the sun. She does need to be fairly large still, but we'll tap it there. Yes, that's good. The question is, what do we do with the snake? Actually, no. So, I think do this so we can see this kind of skeleton here. And do that so it looks like it should be a little larger, but perhaps this is the mask of the sacrifice itself. See, this probably works best for a kind of snake-like tail. Move to the back. But we are going to need to do some overlappingness so we can actually make something shaped right. I think putting it there works. No, I'm going to have to do this other way like that. And cover this with the snake bit itself. So that it can look like it's popping out the mouth of the mask. Like that. So, let's see, small thigh, move to the front. Let's see. Come on, just a bit bigger, just a bit. There we go. As soon as we go to the full view, that little lump should be less noticeable. Now we got to rearrange so we can actually see the skull. Let's see. Oh, try to drag everything. Come on. Or maybe we make it smaller back here. Yeah, this is pretty good. And leave no element unused. This kind of ornament thing. Let's see. Sideways, yeah. Actually, ooh, if we do it here, So I had the thought of like maybe making a pseudo halo with that. But that might be a bit too busy. I mean, if anyone has any opinion one way or another, feel free to speak up. I'm gonna quickly respond to this message from a friend, giving invite. Alrighty, there we go. That's done. Okay, I think duplicate, flip like that. Let's see, it doesn't look quite right because these eyes are front facing, but this is. Let's see, I think maybe if we kind of shrink this one like it's a little further back and skewed. Try and straighten that. A bit more shrink. I think that looks pretty good. So maybe a little bigger for this eye. So a little higher. I think that looks pretty good. We'll do that. Alright, finish this card. So what we have with the Sidereal Lovers in the Quicksand Graveyard, we have Love and Hate. Interesting, interesting. Alright, once again, give time for anyone to want to screenshot or clip this. Let's see. Love and hate. Overflowing with hate and regret. The quicksand taints its visitors. A love too intense, on the verge of turning into hatred. In need of finding a partner. A pain that can beget isolation. And the mirror dispels what isn't true. The meaning's tied into deception, the unknown, introspection, but also rejection, a bad omen, yearning, and passion. It's very much not a great mix. I think this would be pretty close to the Tower in traditional tarot decks of not good to draw. It's like not necessarily like death or as calamity filled as the Tower, but definitely pretty close. A lot of negative turns here. Like you do not want deception and bad omen tied with yearning and passion. It's like, oh boy. Let's see, what next? Let's see, the Pleasant Prairie. There we go. Mostly what we've done here is the Harpy Herald. So why don't we jump to the back? The Fallen Hero, which I don't think I've done anything with yet. No, absolutely nothing. So why is the Fallen Hero in such a big, rather clean-looking field? Opaline Scroll would be pretty interesting to put here. Oh, actually, Fallen Soldier with the Soldier's Pithcloth. Let's see what this does. And for those of you unfamiliar with the story, the Pithcloth can come in one of three forms. I think it's the Mother's Pithcloth and the Astronaut's Pithcloth as the other ones. Ooh, I think we have to have this dragon here. But yeah, I chose the soldiers for this one. Just to see. Let's see, an interesting thing we could do, perhaps. Perhaps make it look like they are beseeching this dragon in the background, which does require making it very small. Let's see, we do have to use this somewhere. Let's see. Make it small. Can we make it look like it's been wounded? Actually, it looks pretty well for this size. Until I do that. Shame. Okay, I think... we'll do this. And then this hand is going to be kind of just holding on to it for someone off screen. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see, we do have to use this one. That size looks good. We can't actually get there, so we'll make it bigger for the other details. Oh. And hope they don't get kind of just washed out by the shrink. Oh, that curve is weird. Let's flip. Perhaps do this. It's not too bad. Until color-wise, Okay, what about make it as big as possible? Okay, shrink a bit. Like it's helping to secure this missing arm bandages. Ah, but it only gets that small. Oof. That is unfortunate. Okay, let's see. Okay, what about we tie it to... It's getting way smaller than it did when we were resizing here. What the hell? Okay. It's still kind of drowned out, I suppose. We can make it look like a cloth belt. That looks a lot better. Yeah, we'll do that. Then we'll tie this. Come on. Let us get smaller. Perfection. Tie the wrist on this fallen one. Is it theirs? Is it an ally's? Who can say? We've got them here. And the two sides of the arrow, I think, is something that we can easily get around this dragon. Come on, come on. Line up, damn you. That's good enough. Ooh, that is definitely good enough for us. Okay. So what we do is we do that, then we know. Oh no! God, I wish there was an undo button. Okay, we do that. Oh God, now we gotta move this. Oof. Okay, there we go. Duplicate. Ah, fuck! Come on. The hardest part of doing this little stuff is the actual moving of shit. Come on, there. Alright, this the dragon's just been through the ringer. Then lastly, for the old bones here. Something for them to rest on. It's like, sorry, buddy. Okay. Do we want to do anything else? Let's see. We do passive thing in foreground like this. Maybe kind of looks more like a hoe. Or... That's the right term for that tool, and I think no, that's a hoe. That's a hoe. Yeah. Do that, and it looks more like a hoe for maybe digging up some more cropland or what have you. But now there's just no central thing because it's all small in the background, but I think that's fine. I do like the arrangement of this being like, as I think as close to the center as we can really get at the card. We'll try a bit more. Nope, there. Which looks to be exactly where we were. Whatever. Okay, we'll just keep like that, which also makes the dragon look not quite as big and terrifying. But now there's a little bit of implication that's like maybe this was someone coming to kill their pet dragon, or perhaps like a family guardian. Let us see what that gives us. Let's see what we're doing. Calling Scarf on here. Fallen Hero. 26, there we go. Empty Hometown. Interesting implications from here. Let's get this name in first. Okay, so the Empty Hometown, but it's also having arranged it so the fallen hero is here kind of like soothing this dragon. It sounds like it's implicating that perhaps a beast they thought they could train and tame turned on everyone. But because they're the one that raised it, they can't give up the hope that there's still some good to be had. They just can't put it down. Like a pet dog after realizing it has contracted rabies. That is sad on multiple levels, actually. Everyone else having fallen, and they just refuse to do it. Probably even helped their former pet. But yeah, for the card legend, the prairie grants a space for meditation, a song for incredible deeds, the pain of 1,000 wounds. The soldier's pithcloth stimulates purpose and conflict. With it, we've got meanings such as authority, sabotage, and adversity, but also guardian, ego, leadership and purpose, but also rivalry, tragedy, and alliance. Which is not horrendous. It'd definitely be like a traditional tarot card deck. Representing change. Perhaps even change you can't really fight against. Though perhaps embracing the change is maybe not quite the route you should take either. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a very interesting card. I do like it. Okay, next up. Moonstone Temple. Let's see. I'm doing a couple cards with the Pilot Machinima. The Gold Blower could be interesting. Let's see. What about... Let's see, I've done plenty with... Okay, I don't want to do Harpy Herald on that one yet. Duchess Solace would be an interesting twist. Because this is the Moonstone Temple. Temple to the Moonstone Monks. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens when we add a dominatrix-looking person to the Moonstone Monks. Let's see. We could give her the Familiar. I mean, she's got that upraised hand, like she could be holding something. Anything else that really worked with either of them? Notable 3 could also go with that 5. Heck, even have the one of the... No, this one would probably be the best to have look like landing on our outstretched hand. I'm leaning towards the inevitable 3. Is there anything else really speaking to me? Ooh, actually, They say it only makes traitors bleed. There's only one and it has been lost. So using the trial of the goddess Diana spelled from her form. I mean, it only makes traitors bleed. We've got the dominatrix looking person coming to this temple. Perhaps she's coming for someone specifically, testing them. A suspected traitor, perhaps. Let's see, we could focus up here. If we did an angle like this, we can make it look like this, maybe like a ramp up to the main temple she's standing at. We'll, it won't look too bad, and then we could position Trident over this so it looks like some kind of like ceremonial tassel thing. Should be an interesting look. What will think on that? I think that we do have to use this one piece of seaweed, which is interesting. But there's also certainly an angle I have not used for this card before. I know I've used, let's see. Oh no, I just realized something. Oh, there are a couple cards I mislabeled as Moonstone Temple that I'm not seeing the view. Shit, what is it? It's supposed to be. Is it the Gemstone Belt they're supposed to be? Oh, shit. Sorry, just looking really quick. I think it might have been Gemstone Belt that they're supposed to be at. Oh, no. Oh, I'm gonna have to look back at my variety of cards. I know Twin Worlds, because that had the astronaut. But the downfall of just having a limited color scheme for pixel art games like this. I know there's one that had planet like this, but there's only just a spire in this bottom corner. Oh man. Okay. But I am leaning towards like this destroyed thing, like someone wasn't coming without a fight. Ooh, that we could also use this platform for a similar appearance. I don't want to do down here, because I've done a lot on these steps. I've done a kaiju battle on those steps. Let's see. Ooh, we could also... We can't perfectly hide that. What about this one? The dark one. What if we had her standing, like, just in front of it? Like, I only wish I could, like, that I could, like, move this frame, like, further up so this could be central. The shame is she's got the feet positioned like she's standing on someone. So I can't, like, fix that from here. I think this dark one is a no-go for that reason. We still have the option of having her on the roof here. Yeah, the feet don't work with that one. What if we flip it like this? Kind of gives it more of, it's like she's got her feet squared up for something. Like one in front of her, one just behind. I think this should be behind her and a bit more of a battle stance looking thing. Make her bigger like that. That gives more appearance like there's a big battlefield here. Also keeps her more central, the focus of it all. What to do with these, though? I suppose we could oversize it, have it just kind of like coming from off screen. Like there's some... maybe not there. Like there's some eldritch thing kind of like creeping in towards her and she's doing a final stand. It's an idea. It's an idea. I think nothing we can do with this if we put it at the very back. Make it a little smaller so there's not any like sticking out between her legs. It looks like a very elaborate headpiece, which I do like the vibe of that. Let's see, can I move it? No, I think it needs to be kind of central there. It looks cool. It really does. This, I don't... I think it's supposed to be usable as, like, earrings or something, but I... The thing is that it's, like, placed like that. So I don't quite understand. Though one thing I suppose we could do... Ornamentation... on here. Which ties into this kind of tassel thing we've tossed on there too. Not perfect, but I think it does work like that, yeah. That makes the eyepiece kind of blend in better, which I like. Let's see, what happens if we put this behind this seaweed? What does it look like? It does make it more pseudopod-like. I do like that. It's less smooth. More like a plant thing is kind of creeping in. We could also kind of put this on. Duplicate. Oh, that's not duplicate. This is a duplicate. Do that and then flip it under. Put it at the very back. There we go. Now it kind of looks like a something, either with a claw or like mini mouths on there, going for her. I do like that. It's a very interesting look. I think we'll replicate these pieces. Oh, not the flip. Again, I mix the two up for whatever reason. Resize it a little bit. This one coming here. Duplicate. Ugh. Actually, no, this one will flip. Do that. we need to move the positions of these like this. That way it's not just a biggest, medium, small. Do it like this. Let's make this poke a little bit more. Poke out a little less. There we go. We've got this weird plant thing here now. I'm like reaching in. If we straighten this out some, just so they look like they're going directly for her. So you put it here near the top. We'll put them kind of grouped, not grouped, near each other. So is it one big thing? Is it multiple small things? Don't know. Because all we can see is her semi-central, just a little off-center. Which I think further helps with, like, they're under attack. They're on their back foot. They weren't expecting this to occur. See, I think... Is there a way to enhance that feeling? I think... Let's see. This would look like some kind of like corruption over writing it. Duplicate it. Shrink. I think that's working. I can't quite put my finger on why it works, but I think doing that makes for an interesting, like, what's happening to this globe. What are they doing that's causing this effect? Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Let us see what this does. So let's see, we were at... Yeah, we're on Moonstone Temple. That's a Duchess. Where is the Glass Triton? There we go. Duchess becomes foreplay. Interesting at the Moonstone Monk's Temple. But okay, we've got foreplay. Big win for the ladies. The Moonstone Temple is a gateway to illumination. The Duchess holds the key to pure bliss. Duchess is a master of desire and power dynamics, but the trident pierces through magic and makes it bleed emotion. So it's the hurt that feels good, I guess. So we've got happiness, we've got yearning and passion, alliance and courage. These are all very positive things, considering the scene we painted here with some plant-like eldritch thing, some Audrey 3 nonsense or what have you, kind of creeping in her defensive stance. Yeah, we'll live with that. Okay, next card, the Road. Okay, here's the Road. Another card I've not done a lot with the early ones. I think Pilot Machinima. I've got nothing on there. In fact, I don't often use it. It's an interesting card, but it doesn't always fit. The question is, what do we add to that? We could go full, like, violence, because there are two fire things here. We got the Fire Whips, the Igniting Saber. I think maybe when we dump a bunch of these cards and then start over again, we use this and the Pilot Mech card to make these just like blow torching the not the corpse, the crops. But I'm not feeling either of them. Level 3 could also be a good one. Gun? Nah, it's not something going to be for the Road. We could do the Squirrel just to see what the fuck happens. We've got the Opaline Squirrel, which has 2 of each energy required to use it, which means it's going to be even across the board. It's going to keep even between air and earth. Or we could give Big Obsidian Sledgehammer, which bolts fix the earth by his sledgehammer are impossible to remove unless you recite the words carved into the hammer's head. They're often used to trap demons or set up camps in the wildlands. Well, Road isn't exactly wildlands. But it would be very interesting, wouldn't it? You know what? We'll do the mech and the igniting saber here, and then kind of compare contrast the name between the Road and Pleasant Prairie. That's the other card. We'll also keep things fairly even, so it won't be any massively good or bad. We got like these crops in the background. We got a bunch of moons. We could focus on the Road like it's doing something there. Nah. I think we'll do this. Kind of try and make something very 40k like. So let's see. And I'm saying 40k like as someone who's never like actually played the system. So I don't know what Chaos Marines look like, though I do know there's some like mostly black platoon company, whatever the term, of Space Marines that are very much not the good guys, and that's in comparison to like the rest of the Empire, not the good guys. Because oof. Let's see. We definitely don't do the claws for this one. Let's see. I don't think we can make a bolter, but we could go some of the older style shows of just like twin swords across the back. So you'd love to see a mech anime where someone's using melee weapons that would not make sense, like scientifically, structurally, engineeringly sound. So we'll do that. So I think this would do good for some kind of like fire attack looking thing. And we can also enhance it by having this like directly behind the main flare. Just more chaotic, fiery mess. Which we love to see, some mass destruction in video games. Like that. I'll make it a little bigger. There we go. We've got our firepower, and now... yeah, that's pretty good. For some reason, this is feeling a left-hand thing to me. This. So if we've got our legs, we'll make big chunky legs. Duplicate, flip like that. Because the Space Marine figures I've seen are very chunky and round, but their proportions are. They're kind of like chibi equivalent, without any of the cutesy rounded details, make them soft, more approachable. I kind of wish we could do this like Photoshop, where we could take one piece and make it stretch or skew it to make it longer or more squat and short. Not an option, sadly. Okay, do this for the knee piece, like that. Put it behind. It's not too bad. We do this to make sure it's all at the front, except for the swords. But I think we do the piece like duplicate, flip in. I can select swords by doing this, make them the very back. This still needs to be a bit more squat. Alright, that's not too bad. How do we make a face, though? Or, sorry, not a face, a helmet. That's going to be the big question. We need to use this as the arm. the other side. We don't want to use that as the head just because the design will look too similar between the two. See, I think this side, though, set up here like they're just going showing off by just a blaze into the air. Let's see, the other part of the arm. I suppose we can use this like we did with the legs. Though for this arm we'll need to flip. We can do that. Do this, move them all forward. There. Do it like that. There we go. That's not perfect, but I think it'll do. Or actually, wait. Because we need that arm to connect there so they're even on both sides. So we actually need to change that some. I think we also need to do that, exchange 2. Burning the heretics of the Empire. Can we do that? Move this off to the side, make everything a little bit smaller. Then we can come back here and regrow this one. I think that's fine. Got the moons in the background for the very fantasy feel. Put it there. Trick is leaves only really this part to try and make a helmet looking thing. Which is unfortunate, but okay. So I think first we do. There we go. Upside down, that kind of looks like a... Not quite like the classic Grandpa Gundam mech. It does look very similar. Do this, and we've covered up all the red that's on the face. Then, as long as we hide the yellow of the blonde hair, I think that looks good. Yeah, I think we have to do that. Do that. I think the swords don't really work anymore. Oh, that's not the one I can delete. So that'll be that one I can. But let's see, move the top. We'll just bring it down till it becomes invisible in the hand. Oh, not too far. Very good. It is not perfect, but it gets the job done. And then for big fuck off pauldrons. Let's see. To also make them look a bit more beefy. We do this. Duplicate, we flip. Send to the back. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not the best mech, but it's very Space Marine-esque. You have the fantasy moons behind it. That's going to be the best we can do. Okay, let's finish it up. Alright, this was the Road by the Machina. The Fire Whip of Dominance. Oh, perfect, right there. Just called Roadblock. Very Transformers name there, but I won't complain. Once again, if you'd like to screenshot or clip this, go right ahead. Especially if it's one you're really liking. So we walk the road alone for everyone to see. With its massive figure, the mecha enforces authority. The steel golem breeds challenge and conflict. And the saber channels its wrath. So very, very Space Marine vibe, at least from what I'm familiar with from the series. And it's got the meanings of leadership, purpose, and rivalry, but also tragedy and authority, and sabotage with adversity. So yeah, that from the lore I've picked up with if the Emperor had text-to-speech device, that feels very fitting for something I was trying to pull from the Warhammer lore on. Got a big fuck-off flamethrower just being kind of shot semi-upward. And a big fuck-off sword. Okay, next we've got... We'll do Vicanus Majoris, because I'm not really sure what to do with this. It's like a really weird one for me. Let's see, we're hopping over to, let's see, where's Vicanus? Which I really don't have a lot. So you know what, let's do the Harpy Herald here. And we'll figure out what to put with it. Actually, what type is Vicanus? 2 fire with 1 earth. Now we've got all this air. Maybe something with either fire or earth to make it even with air. What options we got? We got asteroid would work. It is in space. Maybe candle lamp. Could be interesting, I suppose. King Sacred wouldn't be enough. No more air. No more air. Fire whip. I think this is a strong contender. Definitely not. No, not the gun. Overland Scroll really doesn't feel like it fits here, so... Yeah, this was the only one that really jumped out at me. It's like, could be a very interesting build. So let's see what we can make. We don't have... So the big reason I don't much like Vicanus Majoris is there's really not a lot to it. Like, it's just this main central red dwarf. There's like a couple planets up here. I'm going to stick out the big one. These down here. But, I mean, it's crammed in the corner, so you can't really do a lot of variety with them. Which is my complaint. So one thing we can do is we can, like, top layer, layer these over each other. Make it look kind of like some big two-handed greatsword looking thing. Which would be interesting. Or we can also put this here. Actually, no, what about here? So it looks like some massive pommel thing. Actually, no, we'll so we do this, duplicate, flip, just have to turn it a little bit, sorry, a little smaller because it's in the background here. Not horrible. Interesting take, and then we can use this as a different handle. Be held in this hand. got some kind of like Zweihander here. Perhaps we can angle it a bit more so it's not covering the face. And I think that would be the way to do it. If you're like maining it in a particular hand, that hand should be at the top. See this Harper Herald. Up there. Yeah, we still run the thing of where do we put it? Do we leave them over here and have her kind of like jumping off this to go at this solar thing? Yeah, it's a rough card to make. I really don't know what to do with it. I think we'll keep this. What if we did the blade like that? That's a very fantasy blade looking thing, at least. What if we bring it down here? It kind of looks a bit more like a portal, I suppose, now. Like she's maybe coming from somewhere. Ooh, actually, if we're going off that route, we can. There we go. We can duplicate her. Duplicator we can do where it's multiple of these sisters coming through. Okay, perfect. There. Shrink her just a tad. So got this one coming out here. We got this one as maybe like the main force. Popping out a little early, and then we can keep her mostly central. So if we're going to do that, let's also twist this one. Oh, What about there? I think that looks better. I think we need to bring her further out to just compensate. Duplicate her. Put an even tinier one here. But her, we're going to give this freaking club looking thing. Which looks just nasty in the hand of someone like this. Oh, I think we have to leave it flipped like this. Oh. Okay, massive club weapon. Cha. Just a bit more. It's not the most standout, but it is kind of funny. There we go, we've got this, and then can we use this decor somewhere funny? Maybe like a belt looking pouch. Nah, not feeling it. Chess piece. It's not that bad. It does look like a chess piece, actually. I'm kind of digging that look. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see what this Harpy Herald trio is going to become. I guess Majoris, Fire Whip, Harpy becomes Cosmic Coral. Okay, Coral Performance. Pretty rad. The energy of the star is fierce. The wrath of the harpy is the harshest of trials. The fire whip exalts the odd pleasure in conflict. But the overstimulated fire energy becomes a cleansing power, death and rebirth, which is interesting, because With Harpy Herald. Wait, no, that only has 3 fire energy. We got some from the background and some from the, yeah. So never mind. This is mostly fire. Let's see. It's got the meanings of rivalry, tragedy, judgment, but also test, change, and rebirth. Would there be equivalent tarot card for this? Let's see. I think kinda. The Magician would fit a lot of this. Not so much the rebirth thing. And I'm pretty sure the type of arcana does not fit either. Because the Magician's just about the choices of what sort of tool or path to take. So just being a pure fire does not fit there. But the theme of rebirth or refinding yourself, there are some similarities there with the Magician. Like I said, it's about choosing a path, something to follow. Yeah. I think that's all I've got to make a comment on there. Cosmic Coral, pretty interesting. On to the next. On to the next. Let's Demonic Desert Lands. Another card that I don't really use a lot. So this is more for just like the vibe is cool, but it's not the kind of vibe I typically want to make cards for. So let's make one now with little choice. Let's see, astronaut. Well, actually, have I done anything here already? Literally, the only one I seem to have gotten written down is astronaut. So I guess that's the one we definitely don't use. The florist could be interesting. Bring plants back to this demonic desert lens. Evening dancer. Nah. Bartender. Oh, you certainly need a stiff drink after facing down one of those demonic skeleton creatures. That could be very funny, but no. You know what? I'm curious how the motherhood theme will work out with demonic desert lens. Let's try this. What tool to give her? Wings wouldn't be bad. Kind of give them more an angelic feel. So it's already got like mixing of wolf and sheep. Swordfish liquor would be funny there. What do you do again? I don't know. Nah. I was thinking of something else. You know what? We'll go with the opaline squirrel here. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but I'm curious. Okay, we're going to do the thing where we shrink down a lot of stuff so we can actually see the background. So this might be where we do it. But yeah, here is the view we see on that preview. This big two-horned creature. What do we got down here? It looks like a bird there. We got that small platform. We got that thing. Yeah, we'll do a little like storefront thing. We are going to make this thing just cling to Thor's hammer right here. Whoever is found worthy shall be granted the power of Thor. Put away at the back, so it's kind of like curling around that rock. Yeah, that's the term I was thinking, curling. There he was, just chilling. It's like, huh, we're dead over there. Now we got Mother Wolf here. It's like, god damn it, the squirrel's back again. You ain't worthy of Thor. Give it up. Holding the wonderful baby lamb. Ooh, not there though. Colors blend too much. There we go. That fits better. That gets some. Gosh, What's the term? Not difference. Contrast. That's the term I'm trying to think of. Just hate when you're trying to like think of a term and it's just like stuck in your head. It's like, I don't know what the term is. I've never considered the need for that term before. Why would I know? And then it just fucking hits you. Contrast. It's like, god damn. Okay, we'll put the one back here. Yeah, they don't like that squirrel. They don't like what it's doing. Let's see. Ooh, this would be interesting. What if we kind of make this part of the scenery? I don't like it facing that way. If we flip, twist a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Then we can... Actually, this kind of looks like a... Not a sound effect, but like that visual thing of an effect has happened. Doesn't really show up too well there. Ooh, although, because we got this little like amulet thing here, what if we make it look like it creates water? Come on, let me. How small can we get it? There's just got this drip of water just hitting that. I mean, this would be funny. Maybe he's just like, what the fuck? But we'll leave it as just like a fun, like, something is happening, but we don't know what. Lastly, can we give this thing, not like wings, but just like some fluff happening? Like, what's it doing? We don't know, we just don't like it. Alright. Show me, Wolf Mother. What do you make of the squirrel in your hammer? Maternal courage. Okay. Interesting. Maternal courage. Definitely unlike what I was doing, but then I just kind of like messed around. It's like, how do I make this an interesting looking card? The White Sands curse this card. Authoritarian, but fair. A figure of protection and support. The Wolf Mother. The Opaline Squirrel imbues the arcana with the energy of every element. And so many meanings. We've got authority, we've got guardian, ego, mercy, wellness, but also sabotage and adversity, injustice, support, success, communication, peace, judgment, test, predestination, and luck. Good lord. Just like, how are you supposed to read that card? Fucking phone beep. Just tenant saying, it's like, hey, hope we've been too loud. It's like, I haven't heard shit. But yeah, we got Paternal Courage. The Wolf Mother and her two wonderful sheep children are just like doing a concern about this one squirrel. Go ahead and move on. What do we have left? UN Studio. Yeah, we just did the squirrel. What else can we do here? Very end. Here's for things we've done. Fuck all for these cards. I've got 3. I've only done 3 ever with these. You know, one of them that I did was the gold blower with the inevitable 3. So let's do the gold blower again and see if there's any kind of like pattern to this. Gold shovel works both energy wise and just color wise. Asteroid. One sec. God. Yawning for no reason. It's like I've eaten, I've slept. I don't know what's wrong. Onyx Trumpet could be interesting elements to go with Gold Blower, just visually. Definitely not Cane or the Wings. Actually, wait, what is the Gold Blower's meaning again? Let's see. Oh, passed. Artisans, minor grounded crafts with jars, water poured from it for blown by the Gold Blower will make fruit grow out of dead soil. Wine poured from a gold vase will make mortals fall into love. Tea poured from a golden kettle will inspire witches to write new spells. We can see how it goes with liquor. It'll be interesting. We'll stick ourselves with one class if we do that. Is there anything else? Nothing else is really jumping at me, so let us go to the swordfish liquor. Wine and liquor never sucker. Liquor and wine, I don't know the rhyme. Let's see. Where do we... Not really anywhere I want to do this, so I guess we'll... Like he's just looking forlornly out the window. I think we're going to hide the swordfish. And we are just going to make this connect directly to it. Like he's like, I need a drink and I'm using the fun straw tonight. Okay, I suppose the snaky bottom, mostly because I haven't really used it before. It's like, I know I've used it like once before, but that was on a card that ended up being like a double, and I liked the other art better. So we'll do this, maybe back there so it looks a bit more like he's just leaning and chilling. What to do with these elements though? Actually, no, I suppose we could make it more interesting, like mouthpiece to this crazy straw. If I could just make it smaller. Nope, well, alright then. Guess we're not doing that then, but we can do that. How small can we get this piece, though? Pretty fucking small, apparently. Okay, oop, the front. It's not bad. But no, I think we'll leave this up here as like an earring looking piece. Which is a bold choice for a horse-faced snake person. Swordfish, though. I think we just hide this. I don't think we can do an interesting theme with this. We're just going to put you back there, in the very back. Let's see. Oh, again, sorry. Ugh. So much yawn today. Actually, no. We have it go that way because he has given up on cup. So he made a spill. I'm pretty sure that's meant to be so you can have just like pour pouring it out, maybe combined with the bartender card. Actually, we should do this here, shouldn't we? Try and, like, cover up the glass of that bottle. Not perfect, but it's pretty decent. Just shrink that a bit. Nah, it's not working. Back to there. Back to there, and let us finish it up. Okay, we got the gold blower. We've got... Nope. Where is... Scarf and Swordfish Liquor. There we go. The Golden Reflection. Okay. Golden Reflection. God, are all these just going to be named something with gold? Really? But a space to examine cosmogony. A golden vase holding fresh flowers will bring happiness to a homestead. Milk poured from a golden jug will consolidate peace. And swordfish liquor runs with truth. Directly onto the floor, I'm sure. With the meanings of happiness, yearning, passion, and support, as well as success, communication, peace, and power. Very positive all-around card. Despite the shit he's going through. Alright, we'll do one more card before doing a hard reset on all these. No, I don't do much with 100 Column Worship 2. And that's the other suspected one for what I thought was the Moonstone monastery. Actually, wait, let me check. 100 Column Worship, I have done the dragon with this. Forbidden Door could be... nah. Yeah, we'll do Shamans. It's another one I don't really use a lot, just 'cause I don't really like the design of it. Shaman. Yeah, I don't have anything for it in this column there. We'll go with the Inevitable 3. Okay, so this is the card that should be going on. So one sec, let me go to this Moonstone Temple. Is Twin Worlds, okay. T27. T27. Oh, wrong thing. T27, T27, T27. Oh, went too far. Where is it? T27. Okay, that is one card location corrected. What else we need? Shaman and Nibble 3. Okay. So do the big central one. Actually, let's do down here, because I haven't really done anything this low on the card the few times I have used it. We have an old man who's just being accosted by 3 big-ass birds. He's just like, get back! Don't you know I have important wizard shit to do? Here's the front. Here's a wizard staff he's trying to use for wizard shit, if not for a couple inevitable birds. Let's see. We're going to have this one just kind of like carrying this mask. Because you know, finders keepers. And actually move them further up like that. Flip this guy here. Just like going in for it. We're going to give this the staff as just like a cool eye thing. If I could correctly, there we go. Let's see, we'll put a couple of these as just like ornamentation of the scene. Maybe it's part of a ritual that he is trying to do in peace. Gonna have that one teeter on the edge. This flip. They're kind of stacked. That one's wearing a mask for whatever reason. He's trying to hide his identity. Here we go. We got this big one just swooping in. This one a little further in the back. Actually, we'll give him a stolen key. The ritual can't work without the key. Well, that's why they stole it. Maybe. Who knows? But that looks better framed there. Looks more like a surprise with him coming off screen like this. Alright, I think... Wait, no, we'll put a couple feathers too, like they just fell out of his headdress. There we go, he is doing his best to fend them off. Now what will this create? We have the Whisperer. Ooh. Whisperer. Alright. Full-time screenshot or clip. Oh, as I fight this yawn out of nowhere. Come on. I've eaten, I've slept, I should be good. The consciousness of the many selves. The figure of a sensible leader offers rightfulness. They save knowledge. They remember crimes. The birds of prey will carry this message throughout the cosmos. Got determination, rightfulness, guide, as well as discovery, support, success, and justice. Which, in light of that last particular word, I think the tarot card is closest to judgment. I think is that the corrector? Yeah. That message is fine. Don't have to worry about it. Cool. Okay, so it's an interesting card. It's not the. It's not my proudest card. Like, just not description. Design wise, but I do like it. I do like the framing. How it's like these fuckers are stealing his skulls and shit, as well as his key. Alrighty, now let us go. Reset shit, so we get more options. Oh, that count as a cycle? Ooh, no. Oh, shit. Yep, just gonna keep going through, come on. Come on, okay. Hopefully, time does not move forward anymore with this. Okay. Let us dispel, and hopefully it doesn't move back to the beginning. It does. Cool. So we're going to have to click dispel again and again. Until it tells us we're not allowed anymore. Alrighty. Yeah, I said earlier, but I'll say again in case anyone has appeared. If there are any 3 particular cards you want me to combine, just to see what happens, please let me know, and I will do my best. Geez, with 12,000 freaking possible combinations, assuming that there are no doubles. I already have a list of the ones I have already made. So the worst that can happen if you make suggestions, me just going, it's like, sorry, I've already made that. It's like, yeah, there's no reason to say no to anything. Okay, can't destroy anymore. Also, let me do a check. Okay, so the game did just save at least, so that's good. Okay, create cards. See, I'm thinking this time I'm going to start with the bartender one. Where would I've definitely done them at the... You know what? Let's put the bartender in the middle of the star. Bartender. Oh, there he is. What to put him with, though? Swordfish liquor seems to be the one I should do. Yep, swordfish liquor. Always sicker. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, we are going to do this. Actually, yeah, we are going to do this. Because if we cut off so you can't see any of the stars, it kind of looks like he's just standing on the shoreline or something. I'm going to flip him because I usually have him face that direction. Okay. Gonna have this guy kind of like peeking in. It's like, hey, Mr. Bartender, bring anything to drink. It's like, quiet you. Now, is that red enough to... It kind of looks like disturbed water. We'll swap it to more that direction. There you go, that. No, that doesn't look bad. Okay, we'll do this. We will upend that. Oh, we gotta do it that side, huh? Do a little bit of a low shot. The glass there. Which means... What makes most sense? This? No, the curve of the sleeve really doesn't make that work, does it? And the arm is too big. That too does not make it work. That's... Doesn't work great. We'll say it's a behind the shoulder shot. Okay, we do this. We... Actually, no, it would be better like this. A little bigger. There, directly into the cup. Huzzah. It's got the fancy glass. Then we will... No, not with the green one. How about this? Will that make it look like a very fancy bottle? It actually kind of does, yeah. Though this piece could be a little straighter. There we go. Yeah, a little straighter, you know. Thing conservative to say about, God, so many queer people. See, if we did this... Nah, that arm just won't work for it, but... Let's see if we do... that, perhaps? He's doing a fancy behind the back shot, maybe? Oh shit, not that. That's not what I wanted to do. Trying to do to the back like that. Does look a bit more natural. There we go. Then we make it a little bigger. I suppose we could make this look like something just floating out here with a duplicate of this. Flip it out, do that. That's like a floating lantern looking thing. That's big. Oh, come on, let me drag. Do that. Maybe other way. Nope. What about just shrink? Just shrink. Okay, there. That's got that dot. There we go. We got a couple things just poking out here. Let's do a duplicate of this guy all the way to the back. So it's just like him and his brother. It's just like, oh my god, you see what he just did? That was amazing. So we're making the little brother. She's like, oh my god, big bro, you're right. That was amazing. How do you do it? We may never know. Anything else I want to add? No, I actually kind of like it like that. Alrighty. Let's just make him a little bigger again. Oop. Do this. Move glass, correct place. Bigger like that. Yeah. To finish it off, what do we get? Oh, I forgot to move for the right thing. That was Canis Majoris. There it is. Got Z. Swordfish liquor. Never sicker. To the bartender. Okay. For aviation, really? It's I mean, that's a choice for a name. It's certainly not what I would have expected, especially coming from, you know, the bartender. But the energy of the star is fierce. Crossing paths with the haunted soul can beget calamity. Witness to many kinds of love, the bartender can channel hidden feelings, while the swordfish, again, this type of swordfish liquor, runs with truth. Okay, we've got judgment, test, communication, peace, but also rejection, bad omen, yearning, and passion. Now, I forgot to hold that longer so you guys could see your screenshot as you would like. Ooh. I'm gonna take this opportunity to stretch a bit. Arms, shoulders, back. maximum. There we go. That should be a good amount of time. Okay. Next, we will do the one I was talking about earlier. Wait, that was the path. Sorry, Pleasant Prairie. Let's get that reset here. Pleasant Prairie. We are doing the Machinima Cult and the what's it? Igniting Saber. That's right. That's the one that has fire. So Machinima there. Okay, Igniting Saber. There it is. Alright, last time we were on this side. This time we're going to be here. Mostly because it just fully obscures the dragon there. This time we're not going to be doing super friendly mech appearance. Let's see. We will duplicate this and give it more of a mech-like head, as we did last time. But we're keeping those horns. That doesn't look too bad. This one put here, and then we'll... This time we'll use this to give it something like kind of looking like pecs here. Though to keep the kind of like mirror image look to it. No, maybe we do it like this, kind of like fist bump. Yeah, we do it like this. Duplicate, flip there. Then we'll also put that shrink a little bit. There, that looks good. Got a very monstrous mech look to it there. We'll still have flamethrower, still using this thing. Going to make it look very, very big. Toss you to the back. Can I delete that piece? Actually, I can't. Shame. Though, actually... Now we can put it behind there, though. And then we just this little one here, like it's the pilot light. Boom. There we go. Pilot light black. That back. And let's see. Let's try doing this as the arms. There we go. Shrink it all just a bit. Oh, that's out of alignment, actually. There we go. Okay, and the sword. And leave it here like some puny peasant tried to come in with their fucking granddaddy's sword. As we're just burninating it all. Alright, that looks really good. Let's duplicate, flip. We have our other arm there. And to keep the more monstrous look of things, we'll give it a claw for the other hand. like, oh, you think you can go against us? Huh. Talk to the claw. There we go. Actually, if we bring it down like that, that looks better for some reason. I'm not going to question it. This one we're going to, I think that looks good. Doesn't look quite right, but I think that's a good look for what we're doing here. I guess there's also the alternative. What if we make it kind of look like, what's it called, digitigrade? Let's see, I think that would require this. It's not working like that. What about, ooh, like that? Yes. Oh yes, that's good. That's looking real good. Very monstrous. Take to the back, duplicate. Back. So this one we do need to change a little bit. Just give the appearance that it has been moving. Take these up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Unleashing hot fire, burning the crops, which feels like a war crime. Pretty sure it is, but I cannot guarantee, so I'm going to say maybe, probably. Anything else? We've got the flamethrower, we've got the, oh right, we should bring the claw a little bit more on screen. There we go. And finish. We've got the pilot machinima, igniting saber. On the Pleasant Prairie, we get Zone of the Embers. Okay, alright. Oh, I put an X instead of a Z for some reason. Zone of the Embers. Now let's see, what was the other one we did? The road, that was it. That was called a roadblock. Versus Zone of the Embers here. Alrighty. Let's see, the prairie grants a space for meditation. But no meditation will be had. With its massive figure, the Mecca enforces authority. Yeah, Christ, big yawns out of nowhere. What the fuck? Wake up, self. The steel golem breeds challenge and conflict, and the saber channels wrath. Is for sure doing those things. Alright, back. Yeah, we'll do the gem skull belt. Where is gem skull? Gem skull, here we go. What have I done here? Not a lot. Have I really only ever used this with the bartender and the... What item is that? And the Minister of Secrets? Really? Well, I certainly need to change that. You know, Harpy Herald. Because we got her back. Alrighty. Asteroid would be interesting. Should light over hidden courage, but also rage. Magic trinket created by boiling seashells, beluga oil, to be a whisper, will transform into gossip. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that, because then we get a bunch of air energy, which is luck and should be a fairly positive card. And another case of we need to select a bunch of things, shrink them so we can actually see. So here we have the Garush Kush here. You've got this kind of main stairway here, which is where I've done both the bartenders for sure. So I think we use this one instead. We'll use this one. I think we'll try and cut off the stairs there. So whatever they're doing, they're jumping off here like they have somewhere to go. It's like, oh my god, you won't believe the news I heard over the Garush Kush. Girl, you gotta hear me spill this tea. Okay, and I think it doesn't quite look like it's in her hands there. I think what we're gonna do is we're going to use this seashell. Come on, shrink, damn you. There. Gotta cover up that part of the hand. That looks fine. She's going to take flight, so we're going to give her a proper wing to do so. Then we're going to give her another. It's kind of hard to fly with only one wing. We'll make this a bit more like that. There we go. That's looking much, much better. From this harpy who's got some tea to spill. What to do with the caduceus, though? Drink head. I just noticed only one of them has an eye open. But yeah, that doesn't help with decision. We could try and shrink it off screen, I suppose. Turn sideways and no one can see it. Leave it here for now. And we'll take these pieces, make it a bit bigger, more of a focus. No, we're just gonna let her hold this for whatever reason. It feels like it'd be kind of funny. It's like, don't worry, girl, I'm on the way. What? Of course I brought my freaking gel tentacle thing. I never leave home without it. Yeah, there's not really anywhere to put these, unless I wanted to, like, redo the feet. Well, actually, it does kind of go with the hair, doesn't it? It's like, girl just got her hair did. Or however the slang goes. So not quite highlights, but they're something. Okay, we do this one smaller. Boy, smaller. Then we go to the back and there you go. Just make sure it's in front of this wing. Actually, I think I gotta do this the other way. I think that's more interesting than the wings. I always like using the wings, but I think this time I'll restrain myself and just not. There you go. She's hopping free from right there. Let's see. These need to get shrunken so they look like more cell phone. Alright, think that's good. We're just gonna leave this here. Someone just left it outside, maybe to dry or some such. And while this will be buried. No one needs to know it's there. Nobody has to know. Actually, could give this like an eye thing. Private eyes are watching you. They know your every move. Yeah, I think that's fun. Just doing that there. Oop, trying to put you right there. And nah, not working for me. I guess we'll put another piece of mail back here. There you go. She's got a package and she just left without noticing. Yeah, as you do. Not something I relate to much because people just put a package right in front of my door, so I notice it as soon as I leave. Let's see, it was Harpy Herald, Garoosh Goosh, Vibrato. Okay, interesting. Arcana are blessed by the power of the Gem Skull Belt. The Herald can be an ally in many contexts. A strong avatar for justice, imbued with purpose. The seashells pour the discovery into friends and foes alike. We've got it covering alliance, leadership, purpose, and support, but also success and justice. Which is interesting because the Garoosh is all about share a secret and it shall spread to everyone. It's what's the one quote from Discworld books? A rumor can run around the world before the truth has got its boots on. Or at least I think that's the way that Commander Vimes phrases the line. But yeah, it's interesting. Let's see, what's next? We haven't done any with the Nomad Sky Caravan today. Why don't we do that next? Nomad Sky. Not to be confused with No Man's Sky. We'll do Seed of Knowledge with this one, because that's another one I rarely do anything with. What fits? I'm really not sure what fits here. Ugh. Oh, sure, we'll do the Obsidian Sledgehammer with this. Maybe it's this big fleet is securing the Eldritch Horror somewhere out of the way. Or I guess here, where no one can really see the fleet. So close. Yeah, we'll do it here, so we can still at least see the fleet. It's a shame we really can't get rid of this. So we might as well make the most of it. So what I'm thinking is, we're going to give it 5 limbs. Connect them here with the points securing it in place. So we'll do big old crab arm here. Try and get it to stick out the side like that. There we go. Okay. I'll only give it one of these sheep-like legs, because I think that'd make it more just concerning. I think we're not going to put this actually here, but for lining them up, we'll leave it. Just I noticed the colors just kind of like blending in there. perfection. We're going to have this arm up like that. Duplicate. And this one going down. Alright, big hammer. Right here. For whatever reason. The reason is unknown to us, but the Sky Nomads, they'll figure something out, right? So can I? Can't delete that. Okay, we'll position it like that, like he's about to slam that one in, but we will connect all the others. Boom. Boom. Now we'll put a bit more there. Yeah. Alrighty, and is there anywhere else that really works? Not particularly. Yeah, I think the Sky Nomad one is a bit busy to really do something with. Especially with the obsidian hammer just kind of like blending into the stars. Alrighty, the legendary market. Oh, shitty body. Ugh. I'm sorry, I don't know what's getting into me today with all this yawning. But it's only about 45 minutes until the end of stream, so I can hold out. Okay, we've got... Oh, wait, I forgot to put it in. Seed of Knowledge... Here's the spinning sledgehammer. There we are. Legendary market. Okay, that's one of the few. No, that's actually the first card this stream we've gotten where the name is more about the background, you know, the Sky Nomads, rather than this front one. Let me look through what else I've done. Let's see, with Seed of Knowledge. Is there anything to suggest that there is a pattern? Lord, I really haven't used it at all, huh? I've only got two, and between these two, there is no pattern. Cool, cool. Oh well. Okay. Another card. You know, we'll do the obvious one. We'll do the road. We'll do the Purple Blood Seeker. That's what it's called. Oh, there he is. And let me double check that we did. Hey, Bringo! Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid. As you can see, we are just making cards in a Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Oh, 1 sec. I've got a Excel file to keep track of what combinations I've done and what I have not. Purple Blood Seeker is 0. Okay, it looks like I haven't done anything with this background. But yeah. Spooky Reverberation Edition, very good raid message. But yeah, thank you for trusting me with your community. For those of you who have not been one of my streams before, I am Lucy the Ferris, head librarian of the Morningstar Archives. And today, as the title suggests, we're just making cards in Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, which is kind of like a tarot/divination game. It's multiple choice, multiple endings, but the way you choose is you draw a card from the deck, and the available choices are based on what that card lets you do. It's a very intriguing way for them to have done that mechanic. I like it. But like I said, we're not doing any story mode stuff. We're just making as many cards we like. I'll go ahead and finish this one as an example. If anyone has any suggestions for specific elements you want me to combine, we can do that. What do we give for this guy? Ooh, actually, we'll do it with the squirrel. Purple Blood Seeker is going to have a a little friend accompanying them on this ride. Let's see. Brinko, ripped and tore your way through 6% of the Reverberation Ensemble today. Congratulations. I hope you didn't have too much struggle on this glorious day. Let's see. Where do we put him? I think we'll put them here. Blip. There you go. They're scared of whatever's off screen here. What is more to fear than the unknown? Let's see. We need more that size. The back. Perfect. Alright, I assume these are the members of the Reverberation Ensemble, but you've gotten Greta, Bremen, Oswald, Tanya, Jai Hyun, I think? I'm not really good with... I want to say Korean. But yeah, I'm not good with Asian languages, because I have now opportunity to learn a lot, but then also Ilana, and they all crumbled before your wrath. Well, congratulations. Now you just need to get through the other 40%. You'll get there eventually. But yeah, we will... Let's see, put you guys in the back. Make you smaller. Like a little shoulder pet. Okay, we'll have this one kind of curl around the front like it's helping them hold on, or at least be comforted. Oh, only 20%. Oh, okay, so you've got another 20% already defeated. That's good. Makes things a little easier for you. Yeah. Welcome. Enjoy yourself. If you need to step away for a snack or a drink, feel right. Sorry, go right ahead. Because we're not doing anything important. We're just chilling and making cards. Actually, you know what? We're going to give the hat to the squirrel. Yeah. There he goes. He's got a sweet hat. They are pointing... Yeah, shotgun. Let's see, I'm going to need to move all of them over. Oh, no, I wanted to move it all over. Come on. Okay. Shot goes like that, I believe. And we're going to make this look futuristic as fuck by using this as the muzzle flash. And this like it's a laser. Oh. They're trying their best. Let's see. Eileen Phillip went down your last stream, and all that's left are Pluto, aka Yesterday's Promise, and the Blue Reverberation himself, Roland's evil brother-in-law, Argalia. Oh god. Yeah, I'd go evil too if Argalia was my name. It's like, that sounds like a plant, or like a rarely used spice for cooking. Okay, so there we go. We got that. Leg hook over to the front of the motorcycle. We've got this. Can make it a little bigger. Yes, that will need to adjust some of the details. Oh, that feather is actually the same color as the antlers on the squirrel, so it makes it look like it's just peeking through. That's perfect. We're gonna lean them a bit more, get them a bit away like that. Let's see. Now we won't have that anywhere. We can do this for some colorful exhaust bullshit. Let's see. Roland wasn't evil, you think? Just certainly not as evil until his sister died. Which is fair. Oh, I misread that earlier. I thought you were saying that Argalia was evil. Then you got weird, evil, obsessed with Elder Drawers, and really into music. Which is certainly a list of things. Let's see. It's supposed to be... How is this supposed to be? Hold on, what's that supposed to go to? I'm confused, so we're not going to use that. Let's see, we've got earrings. Nah. Roland is Angelica's husband. Regalia is the... Okay, so I did read it correctly the first time. Okay. It's just, I've been going for more than 2.5 hours. My brain is going mushy. Let's see, is there anything else we want to add here? Cotton house, small can get the acorn. Okay, perfect. We're going to duplicate. Oh, let me click it. This, like, they all just kind of, like, they're shells. Perfect. Oh, nope, there. If we're doing that, we should get rid of shotgun, switch to pistol. To acquire. Readjusting muzzle flash, and the quote-unquote laser of water stream. Pew, 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 pew. Let's see, anything else? We got the cool fire here. Angry turnaround. We gave the hat to the squirrel instead of the writer. Yeah, I think that's good. Let us see what this becomes. Let's see, we are at the road. We chose the squirrel. Now we just need to move this over to the purple blood. Let's see here, there we go. Is roots. Roots? I mean, I guess technically, because these are going to sprout eventually, assuming whatever's chasing them is not just going to eat them up. Oh, I have seen a Epiclottal's virtual pet site. I have not signed up to it yet. Sorry. I have not signed up for it yet. Because I didn't want to, just be part of a crowd that's all jumping at the same time and maybe exacerbating any issues. Gonna give people just kind of like time to trickle in, and I'll join in a bit. I mean, I got time for it now. Next job doesn't start till Tuesday, and yesterday was the last day of the old one. But let's see, roots. We walk the road alone for... I see there's a missing R in everyone. We walk the road alone for everyone to see. The gunslinger is an avatar of resilience and exploration. The hunter becomes an audacious accomplice. The opaline squirrel imbues the arcana with the energy of every element. Which, again... big fat group of meanings here. Excuse me. We've got the guide, discovery, determination, and rightfulness. Introspection, deception, the unknown, and leadership. Purpose, alliance, courage, rivalry, tragedy, predestination, luck. There's a lot to it. There's a lot going on. But I like how it turned out. It's a very fun thing, making a water gun look like an energy gun. Let's see what we got. No, we'll do the Sunset Docks. Because legends say that anyone who parts ways with someone and sails away from this dock will never meet the one they left behind again. Okay, so Sunset Docks. There we go. I'm on the right page. I think I'll do. Let's see. Forbidden Door is that the here it is. Forbidden Door to Pleasure, which I've done before, I believe. Let's see. Forbidden Door. Yeah. But that was with Swordfish Liquor. So as long as I don't do the Swordfish Liquor again, we'll get something new. Let's see. So with the docks, there's legend about people who split there, never see again. We get Minister of Secrets, kind of keep things hidden. So we're just compounding like secret and secret on top of each other with a flood of water and potential energy. Let us see what we get. See, last time I did the door, I had it right over that dock, so we won't do that this time. Let's see. Where can I make use of the door? How big can I get you? Only that big? Oh. I can only get you that far off screen unless I shrink you. Dang, I can't even get all the way through. I was thinking like maybe making a cool border. Though I suppose I can do the same cool border thing by doing this. Straight, there we go. Oh, that one I can move further off. Maybe it's the original has to be visible on screen somewhere. Let's see. So yeah, I can move the bigger one down like this, which is a lot more interesting. I'll do that, so the first one's hidden. Main one there, and that gives us some more interesting things we can do. It's like the start of a movie. Or maybe not the start of a movie, like a poster for a movie. But where do we use the Minister of Secrets? See if we hide this here. We can make some kind of like tentacle creature here. I think that's what we do. We can do... Nah, not that. We can do this in the center, like some kind of like weird egg or weak point. Here are our tentacles from the water. I'll make just an absolute Gordian knot of these things. Go something kind in the background there. That's big as I can make that. Okay. So what we should do is make these smaller. There we go. We've got something just in the water menacing people. Or Nah, no. Just because that bit of dock was visible. If we take that out, it's then completely covering them. There we go. Do big one here. Little one there. Tiny bitty one there. Like it's about to take that one over. Boom. Oh, put this one in the very back. Ah, love to see it. Some sort of creature feature. We put those back up there. Delete that one. Yes, creature feature, indeed. Exactly how I was spelling it in my mind. Now, we'll keep this one up top here. We're going to have this view below. Like, this is where the title bit of the poster would be. Just right here. A little... yeah, a little bit more like that. No, everything. Move everything. There we go. Tentacles just harassing this one ship in particular. Now, what will this be called? Sunset Docks. Was it Minister of Secrets? That's right. And the secret door. Forbidden door. Sorry, forbidden door. Lethargy. Okay, so that confirms one thing: names do get repeated because. This is the second time on the Sunset Docks that the Forbidden Door has gotten the name Lethargy. Last time was with the Swordfish Liquor. This time it was with the Minister of Secrets. Let's see. Let's see, do we have the Swordfish Liquor back? Let's check. Swordfish. We don't. Let me do a quick internet check. Because if the Swordfish Liquor is water, I think it might repeat names. If two of the elements are the same, and it's like the flood of water, or something like that. So let me do a quick check. No, I don't want to update Firefox right now. Shut up. Swordfish Liquor card CWS. God, we really need a good Wikipedia or equivalent for this game, Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, because it's horrible. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. The fuck? There's a consumable item called boiling. You know what? It's not relevant to this game, but god damn it. I guess I'll have to do it the hard way and have to fucking stop so I can go back and destroy relevant card. But oh well. Yep, there's events. Wait, what? Why is there only one cycle left? I've just been making cards for what? Oh no, well, whatever happens, happens. We can't do anything else. Where's Swordfish Liquor? There it is. Dispel Aviation. Leaf Roots. We're gonna dispel that, mostly because it's like, ugh. Just while we're here, might as well. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll dispel this and we'll use that Super Arcana. Because we get some fun names with it. But we go from that. I have done nothing to help your campaign. I've just been making cards and talking to guests. But, let's see. Actually, it doesn't matter which the first two ones are, because we're just checking Swordfish Liquor, for sure. Aha. Okay, so yeah. I think some of the names are going to repeat based off if it's a, like, excess of a particular element. Because those have specific effects. We've confirmed that with Sunset. Well, actually, we haven't confirmed that yet. Wait. I didn't destroy Sunset Docks, did I? I did not. Okay, so let's go... Let's go back. We'll destroy Sunset Docks and we'll test that. Okay. We just got you second lethargy, but we've got science to bring into this magic game about divination and shit. Okay, Sunset Docks. Okay, we are going to do the Forbidden Door again. Because Sunset Docks and Forbidden Door are the two common things now. Bottomless Jug. Let's see, have I done anything with Bottomless Jug yet? This card I have not, so that's an option. Let's see, what other pure water do we have? We do have the Trident. Swordfish Liquor is what we just did last time. Veritas Mirror. I think we'll do the mirror for this. Because from the flavor text, I think it should be different. But if it isn't, then we know. Let's see, for this door, we're just going to stick this random-ass door here in the middle of the docks. Actually, we'll do specifically middle over this. Let's make it a little smaller. Yeah, that looks like it would be about normal human size. Then we get the door here. The back. Shrink it ever so slightly. There. This is the backpack. Give it like a little crown of sorts to this thing. Nah, it's not looking that good. What if we just put it on the door like this? Actually, the funniest thing, design-wise, be to have the mirror directly under the door knocker part. It's like, hello, is anyone there? Just break the mirror. It's like, oh, the only way in is to take some bad luck. Sucks to be you. But alright, we will then give to doorknob here. There's going to be an eye on the doorknob. Don't question it. Just accept it. Also, we're going to shrink it up here so I can fucking actually click it. There. Ah, god damn it. That doesn't look right, but this, that kind of does. Alrighty, let us see if the theory is correct. I was in the middle of making a card, excuse you. Okay, yeah, so if it is a flood, if it is just an accumulation of all that energy, then it does indeed share names. That is good to learn, at least. Let me put lethargy in that space before I forget. Oh boy. That makes the excess of amount of names of 12,960 possibilities a lot more reasonable. But let's see what this glitch is going to do. Because we made a card on the last day. I don't know how this is going to end up for us. Alright, I forgot. I gotta get through this bit. She's trying to sign the book Moby Dick. But I can't actually choose that. Say... Wile E. Coyote. Lady Gaga from Dahlia. Yep, this is the flashback to our wonderful Fortuna's last day as a free woman before going into house arrest, pretty much. For the dastardly crime of getting a divination reading saying that the coven's gonna, fall apart. Yeah, we'll just say that, because we're just trying to get through this to make more cards. Usually on my playthroughs, I don't spend time making cards, so I didn't notice that making a card actually took off some of the time before the whole election cycle ends. Ah well, the more you know. Okay, and they were just having some nice weed brownies before she gets exiled and are now dancing it out. But yeah, we're just gonna keep skipping through quickly. We only have like 15 minutes until the end of stream anyway. Yes. More story. It's fine. Just shut up. I just want to make stuff. Just gonna call him a softie. Come on. Pick up. Come on. Lobster. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. Anyway. Okay, well. A ride of salt and melancholy. The door holds the promise for quenching many kinds of thirst. The mirror dispels what isn't true. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Alright, we're... Okay, there we go. But yeah. Are there any bits or pieces someone wants me to crate with? We've got some time if anyone has a suggestion or a request, however you'd like to phrase it. The only ones I will turn down are ones that have already been made at some point. I'll just look through the stuff for now. After this, give time for people to actually choose. Because I can always go back up until I select 3 and then hit continue. Wait, I forgot what I just chose. Differenia, okay. Just in case no one chooses, I'm going to get that page all set up in Excel. Oh, I thought I'd get it next there. We could do another Seed of Knowledge, because I never freaking used that ugly one. Sidereal? I've not done anything with Sidereal either. It's a thought. We've got the shamans. We've got this guy blowing stuff with gold as if it's made of glass, which is interesting. A woman bringing a bunch of kids into a bar is an interesting one. The dominatrix. We got the Pyre for the Heretic, which is very dangerous indoors, having all this fire. Banner bearer, oh boy, this guy's drunk. He's like, I surrender. Dude, we're inside. This isn't war. I still surrender. Dragon could be fun. Historical. God dang it, chair. Okay. Airfolk Paladin. I'm pretty sure I've done bartender in here before, haven't I? I have not. I've not done bartender and differenia. Avian dancer. Chanting spirits that are summoned throughout the universe with their ability to take a celebration to levels of pure ecstasy. They have never visited Earth. It's like, guess that's why it's such a fucking boring ass place. Let's see. We'll do the penitent one again, unless someone has a suggestion or request. I can always go back. I could give him a sledgehammer, trade instead of the sword he uses, or actually... we'll do the book. Give a couple more seconds just for anyone who wants to speak up. If they have any requests, suggestions for I continue on to making this one, potentially being the last one, depending how time turns out. And that should be just about time for the delay to catch up. So I suppose we will do this. We've got this penitent one, very penitent, I suppose. Let's see. I guess we'll put him over here. Because there's nothing to suggest scale over here that'd make him look like super huge or something. I'm going to do one trick I did in a different one, with the penitent one. I'm going to give him a baby face. Literally. Go. Sorry, sir. You have a curse of baby face. Okay, instead of carrying the sword, he's going to be carrying this book and the quill. Oh, come on. Oh, the feather, there. He's trying to get away. He doesn't know where to go. This shit's gonna be off screen, so we don't have to see it. Okay. Put that to the back. If we move the legs up like this, it looks like he's like kind of crouched over, like he's picking something up actually. Yeah, I like the look of that. And like that, it's like he's got his leg lifted up here. That's good, that's good. Is there anything else I want to use for this one? Sure, we'll get the sword out. This will also be way at the back layer. Just over the shoulder, like so. Way indeed, Barango. Alright, let us see what bit of Latin this one happens to have. The Experto Cred. Save, and let us, in a window, look up what this bit of Latin means. Experto Cred. Latin phrase meaning trust in one experienced. I mean, I guess that makes a little bit of sense with expert. But the bone marrow of the behemoth, seer's thought, to fight with a bleeding heart, unwavering faith. The Arbiter's book puts this revelation in front of many eyes. Very interesting indeed. Let's see. You know, I don't do much with Javlana Piash Giothi either. I just got freed up by having used the penitent one. So yeah, we'll do this. Wolf Mother, What have we got? Ooh, Bartender Under the Sea, Avian Dancer could be fun, though. Actually, no. The astronaut's going to become a deep-sea diver. But what tools will he bring with him? Actually, Meteor would suck, getting struck with that right upside the head. Oh, Brinko, thing about Library of Runia's Arbiters and Claws. Yeah, it's a very good, intimidating kind of name. Let's see. Give the Minister secrets. Swordfish, look here. He's getting drunk under the ocean. You know what, we'll do Jade Roadkeepers, so we got a little bit of tentacle action in here. Let me go ahead and just keep this clicked here. Where's Jade Roadkeepers? Go all the way over to Astronauts. There we go. So we're gonna give this cloak to the statue. Actually, we could make it some very interesting wings like this. Yeah, that's how he dives. Oop. Duplicate, flip, put behind, over to here. He's reaching up to something, try to get away, but he's not going to succeed. He's like, please, fish, I need your assistance. But this tentacle will reach out and go, no, not today. Let's see, I think this is the best way to make it curl around. There. Let's see, the Arbiter's Claws both have terrifying stats. The Claw is theoretically beatable. The Arbiter, not so much. You know what? Fair. Let's see. Maybe instead of the monk, we do this. You have just like a bunch of these tentacles coming out, make it a bit more terrifying. Like some sort of a plant thing. Oh, come on. Oop. Turn like this, make it a bit smaller. Third one here, but big. Perfection. Well, actually, a little bit more turn. There we go. Arbiters are sometimes described as walking nuclear bombs. That's not very nice. Like to just have walking around. It's like, ugh. Let's see what we do. Actually, oh, too much shrinkage. There we go. Oh, he is worried. It's like, ah, shit. It's grabbed me. Arbiters, nuclear wizard cops. Yeah. So wizard cops should never be a thing. Perfectly honest. Looking at you, J.K. Rowling's fucking horrible ending for a character. The Arbiter Xena has been shown completely demolishing an entire wing of the world. Oof. There we go. That looks a lot more securely wrapped around. Understandably freaking out just a bit. I think we do that so he's a bit more central. Actually, I have an idea. Now, what if I make a second one? Clip. Also to the back of the... Oh, come on. That should also be smaller because it's the back, yeah. There we go. That looks good. I have to keep that one. I guess we'll hide this one right here. Okay, so Brinko saying technically there's art of, I assume, Arbiter Xena sipping tea on a chair on a beach or a desert in front of the smoking, electrified ruins of District 8. Ooh. I mean, it's certainly badass. I'll give him that much. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is good as is. Let us see what we get, and then we'll look for someone to raid into. For this one, we have the Sunken Spaceship. Ooh. Spaceship. Alright, and that's another save. So the ever-boiling sea of tears grants access to the most profound of emotions. Right with the loneliness of the one who left their planet. A single space scout can carry the will of civilization. The little jade statue watches over the querent. Though in this particular arrangement, it's less watching and more gripping and ripping back down. Oh, I just realized something I could have done. I could have had this as like a bit of helmet floating up and chose the exposed face one. Well, hindsight's 2020. Hindsight is 2020. But the meanings for this one are introspection, determination, rightfulness, yearning, passion, and happiness. I'll leave this up for anyone who wants to perhaps screenshot or clip it for perhaps using their own, because this company is also doing pre-orders for a physical deck of make your own style with like stickers that you can put on all the different backgrounds. So, if anyone wants to use some of these ideas for their own, well, they're there and visible for you. In the meantime, where is window? There. Alright, let us see who is on. And then mute it. Okay, so what spooky ones we have? We have Penny Stone's playing Vampire Survivors. Let's see, Runia is doing D&D. Let's see, Banjo-Kazooie, that's an interesting choice for Halloween. Apparently Dragon Age Veilguard came out like yesterday or today, because I see 2 people are playing it. Let's see. Let's do Harper Studio, playing some Alien Isolation, which goes pretty well with the that stream about the uncanny and how to use it in D&D. So long as I'm allowed to raid into them, we will see. But they're only 2 hours into stream, so they should be going a bit more than this. As soon as the ads pass, so I can... Oh wait, they're also on the BRB screen, so... Yeah, they'll definitely be back. But we can also wait. But yeah, other than that, how is everyone doing today on this wonderful Halloween for those of you in countries that celebrate? This is pretty much all my Halloween plans for today. I didn't want to go out and do shit. And though I've not had trick-or-treaters in any of the years since I moved to my current place, I don't... Well, I bought candy, but I don't think it's going to get handed out, because I never see them walking the streets in this neighborhood. Heck, there was a community trunk or treat thing last Thursday, which was a weird choice, but you know, whatever. But yeah. I guess since we're waiting on the BRB, let's go ahead and exit to the menu. We can just look at all the ones we've made today. Especially because Barango was not here since the beginning, so there's certainly some you missed today. Devolver Digital, that's okay. I almost just said the company was Devolver, but I didn't because I wasn't 100% sure. Okay, so, card gallery. So we can go all the way back to where... Okay, yeah. So this was the first one I made today. Whispers of the Void. I used some arrangement of the items to make it look like someone's here. It's like, yes, I have summoned thee! And if you look really closely, you can almost see the crescent moon shape of what I did to hide the kind of tassel of the book there, which I think was very creative of me. We have Love and Hate. This god is just looking at her beautiful, profound form. In the background, there's this ethereal snake crawling through the mask of presumably the sacrifice that got this power. The empty hometown of this lone warrior kind of calming the dragon after what appears to be a massacre, especially as hinted by the name Empty Hometown. Foreplay, where the Duchess of Solace has got this tassel on the fun trident that only harms traitors, and just, you know, absolute hentai moment of these just off-screen tentacles inching towards her. You've got the Roadblock, which sounds like a Transformer's name, and we've got this just mech spewing fire off one arm, holding a sword in the other. We've got the Cosmic Coral, a bunch of the Harpy Heralds, all with different weapons. One which is just a club, a wooden club, as compared to the fucking two-handed greatsword-looking thing here, this spiked small, whatever you call them. We have Maternal Courage, where this mother wolf and her two sheep children are doing a concern about this squirrel just hanging out in their Milnor. It's just like, he's not worthy, but he just refused to go. And meanwhile, there's also a leak of water here. Unfortunate. You have the Golden Reflection, where this snake man with a kind of horse head layout is just taking his fun glass blowing tube and going, fuck it, I'm drinking alcohol out of this tonight. Because, you know, it do be like that sometimes. We have the Whisperer, where the shaman is being just harassed by 3 birds stealing his shit. Also, as they do, though these are more vultures than the typical corvid that does it, so, you know, not too surprising. We have Aviation, which I tried to do something creative and use the red smoke of his cigarette here to make it look like ripples on water. Because Vicanus Majoris, it's so hard to make a card for it. So I tried cutting off all the stars so it looks like he's at the edge of the water. And these 2 swordfish are like, hey, oh my god, look at that trick with drinks. It's like, oh my god. That was me starting to go downhill and silly with it. We have the other mech, the Zone of Embers. Though instead of on the road, he's in the plains just burninating all the crops. And of course, a lone sword of someone who fell before its might. The Vibrato, once again the Harpy Herald, with the Garush Takush, which, what's the description says? A secret whispered to the Garush Takush will slowly become a will quickly become a rumor spreading across the witches across the galaxy. Okay, I see Harbor's studio is back, but we're not going to raid yet because we're almost done through these cards. But yeah, they're just hopping off and it's like, oh my god, girl, you need to hear this. Trying to make this look like a flip phone. We have the legendary market, where this thing is getting nailed non-sexually in the midst of space by this giant-ass obsidian warhammer. We have roots, where a wolf person is just carrying this squirrel to safety and shooting off water-based laser beam, because that's all I had for an alternative to bullets at the time. Lethargy, which is where we started figuring out that how some of the cards are determined to share names, that being an excess of a particular element where this sort of message appears, which we then proved with this other lethargy, the third lethargy I've ever made. We've got the Experto Creed of this babyface man picking up a pen and paper in the midst of this kind of like volcanic area just spewing smog. And lastly, the sunken spaceship, in which the astronaut is not getting away from the sea creature. Not alive. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get the raid started, go to the proper BRB screen. Thank you all for joining me today. It has been fun. I hope you guys get to enjoy your Halloween. Whether you are handing out any kind of candy or treats to trick-or-treaters, or just chilling, watching horror movies at home, or whatever your particular tradition is. But as always, Tome Readers, I hope you guys are eating enough, drinking enough, getting enough sleep. Take care of your bodies so they can take care of you. I'll see you guys next time. And, yeah, I hope you guys are just as happy and healthy then. See ya.